Hi, I'm Rick, and today we're doing things a little bit differently. We are just going to go on a walking tour of Tirana, Albania. Nowhere special. I have no idea where we're going. It's a nice day. Let's take you, me, the camera, and go see what we can see. Got to be something interesting out here. And if there's not, I'll just regale you with little stupid opinions. How's that? Okay, I think I may have spoken too soon. It is not a nice day. It's pushing the 90s. It's going to be a warm day, so you and I are going to be sweating. Where in the world shall we go? By the way, you hear all the honking? I've never been in a place, Miami included, that honks as much as this. Okay, here's the idea. We always go down that way. I have never been down that way, so let's go see what's down that way. Oh, I didn't know this was here. Apparently we have lots and lots of vegetables. Okay, already we're finding new things. Let me explain what we are doing. We are here in Tirana, Albania for 2 weeks. Tirana is the capital of Albania. It's a lovely city. It's crowded, it's noisy, but it's really, really interesting and really, really fun. And I'm in my heaven right now because I'm in places that I've never ever seen before. Anyway, I'll explain a little bit later while we're here where we're going and, well, how I decided that I screwed up completely this morning and we have to try to figure out how to regroup. Anyway, that's the other part about Albania. They'll try to kill you in a car. You have to obey the lights, and even then, say, it's not guaranteed you're going to live. Now, there is one downside to Albania is the sidewalks are narrow as you know what, and trying to walk with other people coming at you is a pain in the butt. Like here, okay, old people get a step off the curb. Most people just on their phone, they'll walk right into you. It's not as bad as other parts of Europe where, well, they kind of feel like they're purposely trying to kill you, but it is very crowded here. And we're not even in the main area right now. This is kind of cool. It's like a little mini bazaar. If there's anything you could possibly want, I'll bet you could find it here. Apparently the whole block is full of them. That's kind of cool. Only problem is, we're living out of a backpack. I don't think I could put this stuff in a backpack. Okay, I feel I kind of need to explain where we are. I'm just kind of realizing it. We've been mostly going from where we live into and you'll see it in a little bit, the commercial sector, the historical, the shopping district. This is purely where people live. This is, shops for clothes and kitchens, and this is a real capital neighborhood. And I can't even begin to tell you how different it feels. It has a whole different vibe than where we've been before. I kind of like it. Okay, the biggest reason I wanted to walk down here is this is a major, major, major road. And it seems like there are constantly ambulances and they're all heading in that direction, which makes me think that either the nexus of every accident in Albania is somewhere up here, or perhaps there's a hospital. And if I felt like this is kind of not where we've been, this is kind of exactly what I'm finding. Now I'm kind of in a search for a hospital. I don't know why. I just want to see where all the hell the ambulances go. So far, I haven't found it. But look at all these cool little shops. I don't know if you can see it over there. Just in the front of buildings are shops that sell chairs and furniture and clothing and you name it. It's really kind of funky. The way they shop and sell things. Everybody is a mom and pop shop right out of their front door. Okay, I gotta tell you, I do feel a little self-conscious. I am decidedly in the land of where tourists don't go. And I'm walking around with a camera on a stick talking to it. Yeah, people are noticing. Okay, I need to get off this beaten path. That road is crazy. The sidewalks are narrow, and I was in mile 2 of endless sidewalk shops and people not letting me walk anywhere. Actually, I probably could have walked there. I was being too nice because I don't want to run into folks. Okay, let's go see what's down this way. I have no idea. Let's see, where are we? I think we are heading sort of towards somewhere, but I don't know. You know, I honestly wish I knew more than a few words of Albanian. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't know any Albanian. Well, good thing they don't have anything written to say who this is, so I guess it's a win-win. While we're trying to figure out where we are, Nikki was talking to me last night about safety, and we both kind of realized at the same time, we feel completely 100% safe here. And there's not even a hint, not even an inkling of could be dangerous, could be pickpocketing, could be violent. It doesn't feel horrible at all. It doesn't feel scary. There is nothing about this place that feels like we should be concerned. I mean, out of habit, because we did recently come from Barcelona, you know, I walk around with my hand on my pocket to make sure that my phone is still there, but no, it is remarkably, joyfully, blissfully, it just feels completely safe. Crowded, yes, I think the biggest thing you'll have here is walking into people, but no, I don't think they're going to do a damn thing to you. It's very refreshing, very refreshing. Oh look, cigars, coffee, and juice, 2 of my 3 favorite things. Okay, let's talk cost of living. I did my budget this morning, something I do at the end of every month just to see how horrible life is treating me. And life treated us pretty damn horribly last month. Yeah, we're bleeding money left and right. And I'm going to do a video on exactly what all of this costs. But it got me to thinking, the reason we're in Albania is, well, let me stop and chat. The reason we're in Albania is we heard it was cheaper to live here. And we're experimenting, exploring, is it true? Is this a place where we may want to spend some significant time and save our hard-earned money? And the prices on things are generally about the same, maybe a little bit lower than elsewhere. But it's the infrastructure, it's the other things. Rent is so much cheaper, utilities, and all of that is a lot less than what we are used to. And that's kind of where the big savings come from. But at the same time, you got to buy food, you got to buy other things, and we got to figure out how to do this more cheap. Because Nikki is the reason she's not walking around with me right now, is she's back sitting in the bedroom trying to find cheap tickets out of here back to the bus where we know how to live cheaper. I'm kind of disagreeing. I didn't want to have this knee-jerk reaction of, oh my God, we spent how much money last month? Let's just cut and run. Probably will turn out to be that, but at the same time, oh, here's a cluster. At the same time, I want to give myself time to process it, to think about it, to understand options, and not just run back to what feels like safety. So yeah, boys and girls, it's not a happy influencer life that we're leading. We don't have one of those. It costs a lot of money, and we got to figure out ways of doing this better. Okay, I think I know where I am-ish. Hi, how are you? You see the big building way over there? You saw it in the other videos. You've seen it in all the videos. That's sort of an anchor, a waypoint. So I'm getting back into the, I don't want to call it downtown, but the sort of main central part of Tirana. So let's kind of head that way. And actually, I know it's down that way. There's not, I don't know where we are. Let's just keep walking. We'll figure it out. Where are we? Wait. I know where we are. I know where we are. Okay. Who knew that I could actually find something that I knew? I, for those that don't know me, have zero spatial awareness. I get lost in elevators. I literally one time got lost in a Home Depot. This is, oh my God, I forgot it. Heat-induced brain fart. Skanderberg Square. I think it is. I'll put up the words just in case that's wrong. This is the main square. This is where everything sort of revolves around. They have lots of festivals, I believe, out here. Other than that, it's just sort of a big open area. The mosque is over there. You got some kiddie rides. This is just a good landmark. This is, if you can find this place, you can kind of figure out where you are. It's got like towering, leaning buildings, which for the life of me don't feel like they can stand up. All right, I know where we are. I know where we can go walking now. Actually, I want to show you this thing up here, the mosque. It's not big, but I don't know if you caught a video I put out a little while ago. They call prayers, and they do it over a loudspeaker. And like the other countries that I've been in, when they do the call to prayers, they obviously don't have a very good sound system. But here, it's a great sound system. And the guy that's singing the prayers has an incredible voice. It's just mesmerizing. I don't know what he's saying, but I love listening to him. I heart Tirana. And I do. Oh, let's walk down this way. That's where all the crowds are going. I have to go figure out what this is. Interesting. Apparently there is somebody there taking ticket prices, and well, since I just told you I'm out of money, let's just pretend like we walked up to the top of it. I did a video on this one over here. This is Bunk Art 2. There are thousands of bunkers that were created all around Albania by the dictator. I guess they're supposed to protect him and the country and everybody from bad things falling down. They converted this one. Hang on, I'm gonna walk over there and explain it. Technically, these cars are supposed to stop for me. Well, what you know, it actually worked that time. They turned this one into a museum. And the museum is all about the troubled history of Albania. It's dark down there. Dark meaning it's not happy. But it's also a good lesson in what happens when a country lets a dictator take over and all the hilarity that ensues. It was a stark wake up. It was a stark lesson in what could happen. And I'll be honest, and I'm sorry for getting political, but as I'm walking around down there looking at what a dictator government controlled state could do, knowing it's happened to so many other countries, what happens if it happens to us, to the United States? Oh no, it could never happen, Rick, it could never happen. Well, guess what? They said the exact same thing. And it happened. So, I don't know, vote accordingly. Okay, if memory serves, the bunker and the big pinkish building lead down towards Tirana Castle. What is Tirana Castle, you ask, Rick? Well, I'm glad you did. You've actually seen it in a whole bunch of the videos we've done here. It was an old fortress, and it just kind of sat unused. And what they did was they put, well, we'll get over there and I'll explain it. Basically, they turned all of this into a big shopping restaurant area. This is outside of the fortress of the castle, which is just up here. We'll get there in a second. But this is just cafes, restaurants, souvenir shops. It's tourist central. This is where you're going to come when you come visit Tirana, Albania. But it's nice. The food is good. The people are friendly. I don't know how else to put it. It's a fun little touristy area. And apparently there's a movie theater back there too. We haven't gone to it, but because mostly I don't care about the Marvel universe or whatever it's called. Oh, let's see what's up here anyway. Oh, they have more Minions. They made a fourth one. That one I'll go watch. Okay, the cinema. I guess that's just a pretty cooling feature of the restaurant. As hot as it is today, I might actually consider going and watching Marvel Comic Universe or whatever it's called. At least it'll be air conditioned. I hope it would be air conditioned. Okay, I can't smell behind me, but trust me, there is somebody's cooking meat, and it is... I haven't eaten yet today. It's noon. All I had was coffee. Anyway, that's the walls of the castle of the fortress. And what they've done is they've made a pathway through it, and they put more restaurants and more shops. And that's basically where you go through. It's neat. And it's guarded by, what do they call those things in Christmas? The nutcrackers? Oh, for those of you who like to shop, that's Toptani Mall. That's one of the two big shopping malls here in Albania. So if you're really into air-conditioned mall living, that's the place to go. And here we go. This is Tirana Castle. You can just feel the royalty of it all. Actually, it was not I don't believe it was like a royalty castle. This was just a fortress. And they repurposed it to get your drink on, get your food on, get your shopping on. Lizette, we actually ate here. If you checked out a previous video, you saw us trying Rocky for the first time. Rocky is their national drink, which is highly alcoholic wine that will put a little bit of a surprise hurt on you. Anyway, that place is pretty cool. This is like old home week for the videos. That's the Jenga building. Nikki and I sat here and just sort of mentally pushed the blocks in and out and see who won when the building fell down. We actually didn't do that. It didn't fall down. Okay, for a little while, you will have seen a lot of this if you've watched the previous videos, which, by the way, you don't have to go watch them, but if you want to, well, here's one above your head. Anyway, that's the coffee shop where I finally discovered Nikki after walking around this monstrosity for a very hot, long time. This is the Pyramid of Tirana. In case you didn't catch the other video, this was built as a monument to the late great dictator of Albania. It was built by his daughter and his son-in-law, I believe, or at least designed, because they wanted to memorialize his wondrous life. It's empty now. For all intents and purposes, it's empty. And there's a large contingent of Albanians that just want to tear this thing down. And I get it. Now, I'm not going to walk to the top of this thing because I've already done that. It's 9,000 degrees out here, and as usual, I did not bring water. But I will walk inside where the sun's not shining. Left or right? Let's go right. My takeaway from all of this is there are stairs that go everywhere, even when you go up to the top of the building. And I think that symbolizes the utter confusion and the we're not going to get there from here attitude that was the previous communist empire. I don't know. It's my theory. It is colorful. I think it's a very pretty building. It just sucks that it was built towards welcoming and honoring a dictator. Lots of empty. I don't think anybody wants to base their business on what this thing used to be. There's a down. I wonder how you get to the down. Nope, it's not. Oh, it's probably the big stairs that go down. Yeah, it's probably the down. Okay, regardless of why they built this place, it is seriously cool down here. It is seriously not blisteringly hot. All this empty space. Well, they weren't kidding online. Nobody wants to be here. There's more of a... Okay, that's weird. One big building with an ostrich in it. Don't understand that. I really want to sit and rest because I am melting. I have this horrible bad habit of just taking off, forgetting half the things I meant to take with me, and not preparing very well. I did not have anything to drink except for, well, essentially 4 cups of coffee this morning. Nothing to eat, and it is in the high 90s right now. Yeah, I'm tired, but I want to keep going. I think maybe I'll take a sit for a few moments in this nice, cool mausoleum. How the hell do you get out of here? I've made a lap, and those down steps seem to have disappeared. Oh, okay. No, are those doors? Okay, I think you can get out here. I mean, not by going through the window, but I think that door opens. Oh, maybe this door opens. This looks... Nope, can't get out from here. Okay, we're stuck. We are stuck. Well, at the very least, you're an up. Nope, this is the up. So how many of you all are Seinfeld fans? Have you noticed that every single man that has gone by in this video and all of the others' videos have something that you will not see in the United States? Look again. They all carry purses. Okay, I'm sorry, put it in Seinfeld terms. They're European. I think it's ubiquitous. Everybody, men, women, you name it, except for me, carries a purse. I mean, it makes sense. Hi, Wild Kong. It does make a lot of sense if you have things to carry. For me, and here's the TMI portion of the video, I'm such a sweaty pig that if I have straps around me, it just augments the sweat. Oh, this is a panda. I was not going with panda. Well, okay. We'll call it a panda. I periodically will carry a bum bag, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. But the purse thing, it's not because I'm insecure about my masculinity. It's because they make me sweat. Yeah. So there you go. Where else can we walk? Okay, in the oversharing past personal conversations department, let's talk Tirana. Nikki and I were discussing the other day, would we live here? It's one of the things we're trying to figure out, a place to sort of call home for 2, 3, 4 weeks, months at a time. We like Albania. Granted, we've only been one place, got 2 more to go. We do love the country. Tirana itself, I don't think either one of us believes that this would be the destination, a destination. It's a wonderful city. It has everything you possibly want, but it's, in the end, it's a city. It's just a city. We need a little more stimulation. We need a lot more nature. Now, I suppose if we had a car or if we knew the bus system better, we could get out in it. But I think what we're looking for is going to have nature within walking distance. It is a great city. I actually highly recommend anybody who wants to come tourist, oh, let's go look in there, to give it a shot. But honestly, for us, this is not home. I don't know what this is. I walked through it yesterday. It's an art installation that feels like it got installed and then completely forgotten. It's not really maintained super well. What is this thing? The Cloud Pavilion, designed by yada 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 blah 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 blah, courtesy of, well, it's a cloud pavilion. They have something called a cloud festival. Now here's my problem with the Cloud Pavilion. It needs a paint job. It feels like nobody has put any, oh, you can go up. I did not know that part. Cool. Yeah, I guess it just feels like this is, how far up can you go? Apparently I am it. This is, anyway, it feels a little dirty, rusty. I think this would be prettier if they, where do I put my feet? If they maintained it a little better. But still, it's kind of cool. You gotta like art installations that just pop up out of nowhere. More stairs. How far up can I go here? Oh, they have arrows for your walking pleasure. Oh, I guess I can go this way too. Oh, I feel like I've reached the limit. We, my friends, are in the clouds. Okay, I take back what I said. It might be dirty, but it is kind of fun. And yeah, I know all I did was walk up terrifying glass steps, but it's the little things in life, isn't it? Aren't it? Aren't they? God, I wish I knew how to speak English sometimes. Castle of Tirana. Apparently we have made one giant loop, and we are heading back towards, I guess what you call the main shopping area, the main, oh no, there's the Ferris wheel deep over there. Apparently we're heading back towards the square, and then we'll pick another compass point from there. If I can just remember what the compass points lead to. Alright, another treacherous crossing where they're supposed to stop. That's one, nope, that's not two. That was fun. Okay, I've never come at the square from this side before. Why is the ground all wet? Oh, it looks like they've got a landscape hose there that's leaking. Anybody want to go lay down on the landscape hose with me? And yeah, it's a little slippery now. Okay, welcome back to the square. We walked that way, not to the mountains. That's a really long walk. We walked around the mosque and we walked down all through in there and we came back up through here. So we've done that point. We've done that point. We came from that point earlier, which leaves that way and that way. So flip a coin. Which way should we go? Actually, that way. I know that way. If you walk that way, it's just straight back to the apartment. It's not terribly exciting. So let's try that way. I just realized I haven't really put this video into perspective distance-wise. All of the stuff that we've seen has been pretty close together, and it's in the center of Tirana. What's on the outskirts of it? What's beyond that? I don't have a freaking clue. We've been here a week. You'd think I'd have time to do it, but one thing I have learned is that Tirana, Albania, does not have trains. So we're used to hopping on a train and going somewhere. I don't see a subway around here anywhere. I do see buses, but whoa, that was fun. I do see buses, but I don't know how to run them. I don't know how to read them. I don't even know how to avoid motorcycles trying to run me over. There's a lot of walking here is what I'm trying to say. We do a lot. Really don't need these. We do a lot of walking, and that limits how far you can go, which is a real bummer because there is a lot more we want to explore. Anyway, just wanted to put it in perspective for you. Like and subscribe. What? Did you hear something? Did you hear someone say like and subscribe? Wow. Thank you, whoever said that. Okay, there is another major shopping mall and a major shopping area that way, I believe. A long way away. And I don't feel like walking back up there because honestly, the only thing they have are endless shops. Most of them more upscale. It's sort of their version of Fifth Avenue, I guess. I'm not going to take you there because it ain't my thing. But I will, oh man, I just realized I'm heading in the complete wrong direction. But I will go back this way because I need to tell you about this restaurant that's coming up. And in fact, I'll just tell you about it now. I had a Mexican filled crepe in an Albanian restaurant. Yes, I know that sounds weird. Normally, I would only show you that on Patreon or here on YouTube membership. And yes, let's take a moment just to chat about that. There's a lot of bonus content, 2, 3, 4 different little videos, stories, things like that come out every single week. I'm going to play it for you right now, and then I'll explain it. Hey, Nikki thinks I'm crazy because I'm sitting in Albania and I just ordered a crepe from Mexico. Oh, look, it has corn. I'll be seeing that later. Let's find out what a Mexican breakfast crepe in Albania tastes like. It looks and smells like an ice cream cone. That's exactly what it smells like, is an ice cream cone. Right. Going in. Okay, this is the first real bite of not crepe. I don't think Mexico has anything to worry about. It's like two tastes that should not go together. I mean, it's not bad, but...
It's also not Albanian if it's just 2 videos.
No.
Not Albanian food.
It is not Albanian food. I'm not sure it's Mexican food. It's not... I don't know what the hell this is. So yeah, to be completely honest, it was pretty damn gross. But those are the kind of things that I just sort of stick out. They don't fit in normal videos, but I like to share with them. I like to, well, you know what I like to do. Anyway, here's the big part. If you go over to Patreon, it's absolutely free. You can become a member there, and it doesn't cost you a penny. And then you get notified whenever these little videos pop up, and you can watch them at your heart's content. Now, if you want to do the YouTube membership, you got to pick a tier. It's just the way they roll. So if you want to stay on platform and just be able to click a button while you're watching YouTube videos, this is the place for you. Otherwise, link is below. Head over to Patreon, sign up to be a free member if you have the wherewithal and the good vibe and feelings that you want to support the channel with a little cash. You could pick a tier over there as well. Anyway, enough of the self-promotion. God, I need to stop and get something to drink. I am dying here. Okay, in the weird fun facts department, I notice little weird things that most people don't notice. The women in Albania, not all of them, but enough so that it's noticeable, speak really high. I mean, like falsetto high. It's a high that almost my ears can't pick up. It's once you notice it, you can't not notice it. Like in Spain, a lot of the women, a noticeable amount of the women, speak very low and husky. Here, it's all of a sudden you hear this incredibly high voice. And you're like, oh, I must be in Albania. Anyway, yeah, I'm weird. I notice things like that. Cool. You can get some TFC. I'm sure that's not a copyright infringement in the least. Okay, a semi-new street. I don't believe I've been down this one before. It is just off the main drag where there's all of those people jumping around. It's nicer. It's quieter. I like walking through here a lot better. I still just walked by, I don't know, half a dozen cafes. I'm dying for something to drink, but I don't want to sit in a giant touristy place to drink. So maybe there'll be something down here. This seems so much quieter and more peaceful. In the category of be like Rick and don't be like Rick, 1, get a beer that's the size of your head, but 2, do not get dehydrated. I have this huge habit of never having enough liquid water in me, beer, and so I get really hot, really tired. I walk around cities and I almost pass out, which is where I am right now. So yeah, I'm hydrating. I am getting water too, believe me. It's just, I need one of these first. Yeah, don't be like Rick. I feel better already. Okay, we're hydrated. Let's get walking. Alrighty, where were we before we left our hero writhing in pain-inflicted dehydration? We were walking around Albania. It's hard to put into words what I feel when I walk around this town, I think the biggest word is just comfortable. It's a city. It's like living in any city, and you walk around, there's stores and there's restaurants everywhere. But there's a certain, I don't want to keep repeating the word, but comfort here. It feels okay. It feels easy. It does not feel like you're fighting the world, fighting the city. It just kind of mostly feels like you're living here. It is a very easy place to live. And I just realized where I am, because we were up here yesterday, and oh, looky, I get to try to cross more traffic. Think they'll stop for me? Oh, this guy is. I don't care what he says. The city itself feels like a good place to just be. And I really enjoy that. We've been in several places that I didn't understand. And so naturally, I didn't understand them, which is a very difficult thing to admit. I went to Montenegro, I went to Croatia, and I did not understand those cities because probably I didn't take the time to understand them. But I am trying here. I'm trying to learn the history, I'm trying to learn the people, and it does make things a hell of a lot easier. I still don't know how to speak the language, mostly because there's 4,000 consonants and at least 12 syllables and a thank you. So I just nodded my head a lot. But no, I like it. All right, so we're heading back now. I'm going to spin the camera around and just kind of show you how easy it is to get back home. Oh, and in case I don't get a chance later, be healthy, be happy, and we will see you soon from somewhere. Haven't figured that part out yet.